Guy in his 40s, and he was a smoker, went in to work one day, and he started having chest pain.
Mm-hmm.
He'd got in his car, and he drove back to where he lives out near Santa Clarita,
Mm-hmm.
and he made a mistake that turned out to be a fatal mistake. As he was pulling in, instead of going into the hospital, he recognized that there was a walk-in clinic across the street. So he walks in, and this doctor evaluates him, and he had a blood pressure of 166 over 113, which is almost a hypertensive crisis. They did an EKG, and it read normal. And so that was their big defense, is that the EKG was normal, and they reproduced the pain. About 6 hours later, he died and was ready to drop the case. And Stan Jacobs, another old-timer in the trial bar, has called this doctor out at Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good, a ER doctor. Run it by him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually over in Europe in the time, and he says, send me the EKG.
Mm-hmm.
And I send it to him. He calls me up, says there are sub-threshold findings on the EKG he should have picked up. I drove to the UCLA Medical School, shopping cart of medical books.
You bought the books?
Yeah. I bought thousands of dollars of books.
Yeah.
And what was great is the first time I took this deposition of the doctor, they made this mistake of designating the doctor that did the findings and let him go as an expert. So I got a second shot at him. Here's the referee. Here's the video camera. There's the guy that sent him home. And I said to him, doctor, look at lead 12.
Yeah.
I did the foundational question. Do you agree that an inverted T wave is a sign of cardiac distress? And he says, yes.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, look at lead 12. And he's looking at it, and I'm telling you, I said to him, are there inverted T waves?
Yeah.
And it's the longest, to this day, the longest pause I've ever seen in a deposition. Literally, the room is silent for like 2 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Because he's sitting here thinking, if I answer yes, I've admitted I committed malpractice.
Yeah.
And if I answer no, I'm incompetent. And he finally says, no.
Really?
He says no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This case was finito. The case I was prepared to drop and abandon, we ultimately settled for an enormous amount of money for this young widow and her children. It's one of the things that's so satisfying about our careers, our moments like that, where we can't undo what happened, but we can help their lives come back together.